It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we'll see Tom Brady. He's coming off a quality showing last week. Well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Bucs and the Seahawks, just ahead on EA Sports.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Get a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there, and the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade, now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Lock going to throw on the first play. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lock, he's got his big tight end, Fant. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Lock now to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Lock. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, for a little bit we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
he's brought down at the 42-yard line. On gain of a yard.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
The numbers for Evans a week ago: 5 catches, 93 yards, and a score.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Buccaneers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Brady now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Brady again. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7. Lock. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken at about the 14. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Penny. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Block working out of the gun. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Brady now on 3rd and goal. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Succop's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march on the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The second quarter score from KC. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Brady to throw. A slant to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Brady. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw, it's Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Brady now on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. this amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Lock's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Throwing again on second down. Lock. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
But coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A handoff to Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
24-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Lock now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Lock, left side, complete to Lockett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second and 12. Inside handoff, Penny. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Locke going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now Locke. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Levante David with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Locke exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers.
This one from 35 yards away. Myers' kick is good, and they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle to Evans.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady over the middle here to Rudolph. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This for a 4th quarter lead. Succop's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Asker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll find Metcalf. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Locke now to throw. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Brady now on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a give to Fournette. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 76 yards on the ground for Fournette. It's a 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady trying to throw the out route, and he completes it to Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Brady. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Brady. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Brady. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And Jones has it over the middle. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Succop's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
So now Locke and the Seahawks
Down by 5, just under 2 minutes to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
Here's Locke.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Now Locke. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Locke. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Locke to throw.
They set up the screen to Penny, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run with Penny. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to put themselves